All right, good morning, church. Hey, I hope you're having a great weekend. I thought I would start today on a three-part teaching out of 1 Samuel based on the life of David. And so we see a situation here in his life that is incredibly discouraging. And so let me show it to you. It's 1 Samuel 30. It says, 3 days later, when David and his men arrived home at their town of Ziklag, they found that the Amalekites had made a raid into the Negev and Ziklag, and they crushed Ziklag and burned it to the ground. They carried off the women and children and everyone else, but without killing anyone. So when David and his men saw the ruins of their homes and realized what happened to their families, they wept until they could weep no more. David's two wives, Ahinoam from Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal from Carmel, were among those that were captured. David was now in great danger because all his men were very bitter about losing their sons and daughters, and they began to talk of stoning him. But David found strength in the Lord his God, and he said to the priest, "Bring me the ephod." So Abiathar brought it, and David asked the Lord, "Should I chase after this band of raiders? Will I catch them?" And the Lord told him, "Yes, go after them. You will surely recover everything that was taken from you." All right, so this is the beginning of this story. And so I'm going to teach you three things over the next 3 days, things that we need to think about. So incredible discouragement for good reason. This incredible loss that they suffered, and the fact that the men that are following him are so angry that they want to take it out on David. So listen, if you're discouraged today, if you're going through something difficult today, the first step is to encourage yourself in the Lord. That's what David did. I mean, think about it. His wives, his family have been captured and taken off, and then his friends have turned on him. And what does he do? He strengthens himself in the Lord. What that means is worship and prayer. He goes into his tent or wherever he is, and he begins to worship God. He begins to get into the presence of God to encourage himself or strengthen himself in the Lord. So over the next couple of days, I'll teach the other two steps. But the first step and the step we need to start with is worship, is praise and worship. If you're discouraged today, it may not feel like it in your flesh, but the best thing that you can do is get into your prayer closet, put on some music, and praise and worship God.